Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I set up my traveler's notebook for tracking habits in 2025. This is the traveler's notebook I'll be using. I got it from Archer and Olive. So the first thing I did was set up a bit of a cover page to give myself motivation to track my habits. So I have focus on progress, not perfection. Every healthy choice you make adds up, even if progress is slow. I have life is about how you feel on a daily basis. To create a good life, focus on good days. And finally, people do not decide their futures. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their futures. So a little bit of motivation there. So the first habit I'm tracking is my meditation and affirmations in the morning. I decided to set all my habit trackers up on a weekly basis because I'll be using the numbers of the week kind of system to plan throughout 2025, so that it's just more visually appealing and makes more sense in my brain. And I wanted to do it by quarter so that at the end of March, if anything changes or I wanted to completely redo the layout, I can. A lot of the times when I'm tracking habits, sometimes the layout doesn't work for me and I want to be able to change that. I also don't want to track these habits every day this year because I'm very seasonal with my energy. So when the weather gets nicer, my habits tend to change, and I just want to allow myself change my habits if I need to. So I'm just doing it for the first 3 months of the year to see how the system works for me. So I bought these markers that are gonna go with my habit tracker, and they are the dotted Ohuhu dual tip pens. So they come with a dot, and I put tape around the ones that I'll be using the most just so that I know. And then it does come with a tip at the bottom that is smaller. So these are the colors that I'll be using to track. So I just put a dot, and I really like that. I think that's really fun for me, and I think that tracking habits can be hard, so the more fun and aesthetic you can make it, the better. So I have this one set up so that each color represents the amount of minutes I meditated for, and then I have a sign that says if I did a meditation video, and then if I did my mala beads bracelet. So for that, I just hold the bracelet and I either count breaths while I'm meditating, or I'll say affirmations for each bead while I'm meditating. And then I have my morning routine. So for this one, I did a point system. So you can see here, I'll do green if I got 2 points, blue for 4, purple for 6, pink for 8, yellow for 10. And then I just get 2 points each. So if I fill up my water, if I turn on my space heater, if I meditate and do my affirmations, if I do yoga, even if it's just for 5 minutes, and if I journal. So then I have my morning yoga and my evening yoga. I also left a little bit of space between the tracker and the key so that at the end of each week I can tally up certain data if I want to see it on an overview. So for morning yoga, my goal was to do at least 5 minutes a day and do 2 videos a week. And then I can see here there's at least 2 yellow dots. So I could put here, if I was just tracking my videos, I could put a 3 because there's 3 yellow dots. And then this has 2 yellow dots. It's a little bit messy. I'm definitely glad that I only set it up for 13 weeks because I can change my key next quarter. And then, so whether or not I did my yoga swing before bed, and if it was more of a yin practice or a power practice, if I used my yoga wheel or if I used my yoga blocks. Then I have my step tracker over here, which did get a little bit messy with the black marks. So I decided to omit the letters because the darker colors don't really show. So I'm doing lines underneath to signify if I walked the mountain brow near my house, or if I walked at work on my walking pad, or did a Grow with Joe workout. Then I have my active minutes tracker, my skincare tracker, which is if I did it in the morning, if I did it in the evening, or both, if I used my skincare machine, or my ice roller or my gua sha. This is my no spend tracker. This is my evening meditation tracker. I don't really have a goal. I just want to track if I do meditate before bed. This is my evening journal tracker. And then I am tracking fast food. So I have the key signifying what I ate. And then I am allowed to have fast food on Fridays. So it's still going to be green if I didn't have fast food or if I had fast food on a Friday. And then it's red if I ate fast food but it wasn't on a Friday. I have my limit junk tracker. Then I have my reading tracker. So if I read more than 50 pages, more than 100 pages, more than 200 pages, and if I finished a book. I have my hobbies tracker. So these are the hobbies that I like to do. So crochet, game, like diamond art, or just coloring or painting watercolors. And then I have my spirituality tracker. So this is a point system again. So I just get 2 points if I did sage or used my salt lamp or lit a candle, used my crystals or used tarot, listened to spiritual music or used my essential oils. And my goal is just to hit 8 or 10 as often as I can and to just track. And then I have my evening routine tracker, which again is a point system. I think this one is the one that I'm most excited for because it took me so long to figure out how to get this to work. It's hard for me to have an evening routine. I think I'm pretty good at my morning routine. It's fairly easy. I get up early every morning, but my evening routine is a little bit harder depending on the day I've had. So I'm trying to allow myself to do self-care that's a little bit harder, and to also push myself to do certain things that maybe I normally wouldn't. I also want to reward myself for doing things like hobbies because that's self-care too. For the habits that are harder, I did a higher point system, and for the habits that I'm kind of doing already and that are a little bit easier for me, I did 1 point. My goal is to just get 10 points, but of course I can go above and beyond and get 20 or even 30. So then I just have my point system here. I actually really love how I set this up for this year, and it is helping me use it more, and it's definitely helping me do my habits more. I typically fill in these trackers in the morning and before bed, and I think the only thing I would change right now is the flow. I really like how the morning is here and then the morning yoga and then the evening yoga, but then I kind of have my evening meditation and journal and then my evening routine. So next quarter when I set it up, I might set it up a little bit differently, just the order of things. But other than that, I really like the setup. It's really working for me. If any of these habit trackers gave you any ideas, definitely let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more journaling content like this. Thanks for watching. Bye!